Hi, this is Kelly from paperbeadrollers.com, and this is video 2 in the Paper Bead Flower series. This series walks you through how to make each style of paper bead flower that is included in the Paper Bead Flower digital download pack or in the kit of pre-cut strips available on paperbeadrollers.com. In this video, we're going to work with flower A. To roll this flower, you'll need a paper bead roller, a stem, whatever beads you'd like to use to decorate the flower, at least one leaf strip, a hot glue gun, and wire clippers. You can use any size roller with the flower strips, but I'm going to use my red paper bead roller from paperbeadrollers.com. The red roller is slightly larger than the stem wire I'm using, so it'll allow space for the hot glue without being too large around the stem. You can roll flower A just like this, or for a softer look, you can take the blue paper bead roller and gently roll one edge of each petal. Now be gentle with this. You don't want to end up with a sharp line in your petal, just a gentle curve. Once all the edges are turned down, I'm going to switch over to the red paper bead roller and roll the strip. The flowers are rolled very similarly to rolling a regular paper bead. Start by putting the wide end of the strip into the slot on your paper bead roller. Always keep the tip of the paper bead roller below the top of the strip, or it will cause your petals to rip. That is very important. As you roll, you can loosen your tension a bit to position the petals how you want them. This is how each flower comes out looking unique. You can make the petals come out in different spots. Now, it doesn't have to be super tight like it does when you're rolling a normal paper bead. I'm going to pull this off my roller, and before I glue it down, I can adjust the petal position just a little bit if I keep the bead loose in my hand. There we go. That's perfect. Now I can glue my end down just like we normally do with paper beads. Now the fun part, we get to really turn this into a flower. First, I'll use the red paper bead roller to roll the leaves. You can roll these just like you roll the flowers, keeping the metal piece below the top of the strip. You can use the tension of the strip to position the leaves exactly how you want them. I like these just a little offset like this. I have found that the best way to apply the bead so that you don't get hot glue in your flower petals is to put a small dab of hot glue on the bead itself. Make sure the bead holes are positioned to the side so they won't show once the bead is in place. Put a little bit of glue on and just press it down right on top of the hole in the flower. Now it's time for the stem. I recommend not cutting your stem until you get your flower in place. First, put your leaf bead onto the stem and push it down. We're going to put the flower on first, and then we'll position the leaf. The thread that is wrapped around this wire is going to work to our advantage with the hot glue. Up here at the top, smear some hot glue onto the thread, turning the stem for coverage. Just smear it right in. Get enough on to bond the flower, but not so much that you'll have globs of glue poking out the end. Then quickly slide the flower onto the stem. Be careful not to push your bead off the top of the hole. Give it a second to cool down and it should be very well bonded. Now, decide exactly where you want to position the leaves and then pull them back down about 1/2 inch. Smear glue onto the stem. Then push the leaves up into the hot glue, turning them until you feel it start to grab. Now, if you do this correctly, you should be able to keep all of the hot glue inside the bead so none of it shows on the stem for a very professional and polished look. And now you have a beautiful paper bead flower. Next in the series, we will roll flower B, which is the mum-like flower. I'll meet you there.